Alright, today's assignment requires you to create some graphics, and so I thought I'd make this little video to help you through that process. You're going to be making a little graphic to go in our computer literacy text, and it's going to have sharp corners at the top and rounded corners at the bottom. Additionally, it's going to be two colors. The title bar is going to be one color, a darker color, and the bottom section is going to be a lighter color. And then you're going to put a little speech bubble at the top left. Now you can do that in Google Docs, but it's a little bit difficult. Well, let me show you what I mean. The way you're going to create a graphic is by going to Insert and then Drawing. Pretty much anything graphical is going to be considered a drawing, and you're going to go to this little drawing application here. Let's go ahead and insert a shape. The title bar is a sharp-cornered rectangle. So let's draw a sharp-cornered rectangle like this, and give it a fill color of dark green. And let's leave the line color black, so the shape will be outlined in black. Now let's do the bottom part. Let's do another shape. Now for this we want a shape that's got sharp corners on one side and round corners on the other side. If you're looking for the one that has sharp corners at the top and round corners at the bottom, you're not going to find it. You got to use this round same side corner rectangle. And get it as close as possible to the dimensions that you want. And then we're going to spin it around. Actually, you know what? You can spin it around using this little handle. You can grab it and spin it around. Or you can just flip vertically. Boom. Now this we want a much lighter color green, so go back up to fill color and give it a much lighter green. Black outline. And there you go. You're starting to get something that looks like the text version. Now the problem is you can see it's a little bit off. It's not really lining up. And if you know how to get it to line up perfectly, if you know an easy way, please teach me. Additionally, here's that speech bubble. So if you were continuing on, if you were just determined to make this in Google Docs, you could do that, and then you'd pretty much be done. So save and close, and there you go. You get something like what we have in the text. And you know what? That's fine. I would give you credit for that. But PowerPoint allows you to make something much cleaner. So let's switch over to PowerPoint. Here is a brand new presentation. We can get rid of these boxes. Click delete. Select them. Click delete. Go to Insert tab. Select Shapes. Again, we're going to use the sharp-cornered rectangle. Give ourselves a little title bar. You can right-click here and go to Format Shape, or you can come up here to Drawing Tools, Format, and it's got some shortcuts up here and the ribbon. You go to Shape Fill. I don't really like any of these green colors. Kind of like an ugly puke green. Let's give this a shape outline of black. And let's insert another shape. That's our round same side corner rectangle. Now this one, let's give it a much lighter green color. Green, light green, and an outline of black. And this one I'm just going to grab the handle. I'm going to left click and hold. And I'm just going to spin it around. And it'll kind of jump to certain positions that it thinks you might want it at. So now this I can use the arrow keys to just go up. And that looks really good right there. That's nice and lined up. It looks like it's all part of the same shape. But there's a tool that PowerPoint has that Google Docs doesn't have that you can use to help yourself out. Click and hold and drag a box around both of these shapes. And then go up to Arrange. Go down to Align and Align Left. What that's going to do is it's going to make everything line up to the left. And if the shapes are the same width, then it should be lined up on the right side too. If they're not the same width, then this is going to one of these shapes is going to stick out. They're going to be lined up on the left, but they're not going to be lined up on the right. So that means you need to change the width, which you would do by selecting a shape, coming up here to Format, and then playing with these numbers up here to adjust the width. And give yourself another shape, a little speech bubble. Alright, well that's the wrong one. That's the rectangle speech bubble. I don't know. I don't see a perfectly circular one here. What is that? So we'll just go with this. If you can find the round one, you win. And now for this one, you can do some cool things with this. You can give this a little bit of a gradient, which is where it's not just one color. It's like shading, you know. You can give this a gradient. Like this. And then you can, let's give this a thinner line. And then change the color to black. And you get a cool little effect there. Now, we want to save this to use in Google Docs. So, first thing, we've got 3 different parts that we made. And PowerPoint is going to treat it like 3 different parts, unless we select everything and tell it to group all that stuff. We want to group it. And then PowerPoint is going to treat it like one thing, and that's what we want. Now right click on this group of shapes and click Save as Picture. And then save it somewhere. I'm going to save it in Library, in the Pictures folder, and I'm going to call it Tip Box Green. Now, save as type. Lots of different options here. You could save it as a GIF, you could save it as a JPEG, you could save it as a PNG or a TIFF or a bitmap. You could save it as any of those things. Please save it as a PNG. PNG is good for graphics, and it some images can have transparency information. Some image formats can have image transparency information, and some cannot. Image transparency information is usually good. PNG is one of the ones that preserves image transparency information, which means that you can have see-through parts of an image. And usually that's good. So, tip box screen, PNG, click Save. Now, go back over to your Google Doc. Go to Insert Image. That's when you want to load something from your drive. You could also do a Google search if you were looking for an image. We already have an image, so we're going to upload something. You could drag it here if you had the Explorer window open, but we don't. So just go to choose image to upload. Go to Library, Pictures, and look for, what's the name of the file? Tip box screen. Go and find tip box screen. There it is. You can double click on it, or you can click on it once and you can click open. And there it is. I think the one on the bottom looks much nicer than the one on the top. There you go.